It was maddening to be too hot in the bag and get eaten alive outside the bag, so it was a constant back and forth. If you fell asleep with the sleeping bag wide open, it was a big mistake.
It's back. No, don't look! Pretend like we haven't seen it.
How do you know it's the same one?
I know that crab anyway.
I'll go around the back and jump it.
The classic pincer movement. Hey, partner. Remember me? Yeah. We're gonna eat you.
Move. Yeah.
Huh? He's feisty, be careful. Don't mess this up, I'm hungry.
I know what I'm doing.
You know, look this way. Look this way. Yeah, Grubby, it's me.
How can something so small run so fast?
Not so easy, huh?
Stupid. It's short-sighted. They can't see us from back here.
So he kept throwing rocks and he did not move until one just hit him on the head.
Bingo!
And we thought, wow, we found the way to get food. This is not your average sushi. It was kind of like a really bad oyster. We would have been grateful for anything that could have killed the basic taste of that crab, anything that would allow you to choke it down. But at that point, we were hungry and thirsty enough that it just didn't matter. There was not enough crabs that we would be able to survive on them more than a few days, and that if we weren't able to find some other food source in the vicinity, that eventually we'd die from hunger.
After a blistering day, shipwrecked on the desert island of Guardian Angel, Mark and Rob are slowly wasting away. They're surviving on cactus juice and crabs, but the heat is a potentially lethal problem, even at night.
Our spirits, I think, were not bad, but not seeing anybody, not seeing a boat, it was quite depressing.
You think anyone will see the fire?
Can't hurt. What I wouldn't give to be able to peel the top layer of my skin off. I'm burning up.
My tongue is all swollen. Feels like a football. The stupid insects are driving me crazy. Ah!
Another constant annoyance on the island were these sandflies. They were tiny little gnat-like things that had severe bites.
Because you can't see them, there's nothing to swat. You know, these things somehow get on you and they're able to bite you, and you don't see them, you don't feel them until it's too late.
I tried to stay in the sleeping bag to avoid the sand flies, but as soon as it got too hot, I'd open the bag and I'd start getting eaten alive by these sand flies. It was maddening to be too hot in the bag and get eaten alive outside the bag, so it was a constant back and forth. If you fell asleep with the sleeping bag wide open, it was a big mistake.
I've been bit. I've been bit all over.
Yeah, they got me too.
The bites were all over our face, necks, ears, anywhere they could get to, they would bite you.
Do you think they're poisonous?
If they were, we'd be dead already. No, they're sandflies. They're like mosquitoes, but turbocharged. The itching will drive you crazy, but they're harmless.
How do I look?
Buddy, you look great.
You could run your hand up and down your arm and it was just all bumpy up and down, and the welts were, turning red and a bit infected in places. Nothing seemed to be able to really stop them.
Oh, no.
What's wrong?
My ring. My wedding ring. Look how loose it is. That's not good.
I'd been married since I was 17, and you don't get any lighter as you get older generally, and my wedding ring had become quite tight in recent years. And when it slipped right off my finger, that was a new experience, and I realized it was because we were losing so much water weight from our bodies.
How about a cookie to fill us up? They gotta have dried out by now.
Don't do it.
Why not?
It's about 90% sea salt.
Oh,
How are they?
they're a little salty.
Yeah.
Oh.
Increasingly, when you're dehydrated and your mind is just not working right, the harumphing sound of the waves started to sound like a jet. The sight of this plane going by, it drives you crazy. Something emotionally starts to tear you apart.
Rob!
I can't tell those people I'm down here that I exist, that I'm in trouble.
There's something reflective. We'll try to signal it.
We have nothing that reflects.
The knife blade.
Nah, it's too dull. It's messed up.
Well, keep up in your arms then.
I remember trying to signal, even though I instinctively knew that they were too high and I'm sure they couldn't see me.
Look. Yeah. You think you saw us?
I doubt it. I want to circle back around.
We saw a few jet airliners going probably 30,000 feet or above, speeding along, and there's these people up there nice and comfortable in their seats and probably eating peanuts and drinking their martinis and having a good old time while we're down here, wishing that we could somehow signal them. It was one of the many heartbreaking things that we experienced.
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm trying to do something. I'm gonna find out what's at the top of these cliffs.
Rob, you have no water.
We need to do something, Mark. Anything. And as fun as it is burning to death on this beach, eating
You'll
cactus
be dead before you reach the top.
I didn't know what was on the island or what was back up above those walls. I wanted to do something, just about anything.
Rob, get out!
No!
It'll kill you!
I can do this! Get up!
It was very frustrating for me. It would have been pretty easy for me to climb up these cliffs, being a rock climber.
Climb it, come on! Get on! Come on! I can climb it! No. Get off me! Come on! You gotta stay with me! Climb it! Come on!
Here, please, believe me when I tell you that there's nothing at the top of these cliffs except more cliffs. And maybe a Club Med. With one of those pool bars, you know the type.
With the bar stools actually in the water.
I'll get him to send down a couple of margaritas later.
Tell him to go easy on the salt.
I remember trying to make light of what you can, just to kind of keep things on the lighter side.